morning, Vietnam. I am late as heck. My bad, everybody. We're back, though, and we're at 6:05 right now. Very, very weird open. Thank you, KDJO, for the donation. You did not have to do that. Thank you so much. I am on set. We are on set. We're about 30 minutes late, and we have some... I can't actually check the Discord. I'm trying to check the Discord, but I actually can't right now, so I'm probably missing some stuff that has happened, but based on what I've seen right now, I just woke up 20 minutes ago, but I do know there are a couple pieces of news, and this is actually, believe it or not, I know I'm late as hell. I'm like 40 minutes late, but we have, and my laptop is screwing up right now. As I said, I can't even open the Discord, but I have some new filings for you today. This is insane, actually, in my opinion, right? We have 719,000 shares. Okay, relative to institutional ownership standards, right? Relative to this, we have 719,000 shares added at 617, and that was at the end of May. All right, that gives you some confidence that they're still holding 2-hour knowledge right there. And then we also have these guys adding about, let's see how many it is. Okay, about 30. No, yeah, about 30,000 shares at 770 on the 30th of June, and that was like, you know, that's about 30 days ago. So that does give you some confidence. So we have a couple new tweets, and then apparently this Patton's link does not actually work anymore. So the patent is actually fake news or something. You know, they deleted it or something. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Good morning, Vietnam. Hello, everybody. Can we make new puts, Brandon? If Brandon would be like... Oh, man. Dropping a deuce for the win. Oh, man. Good morning, Brandon. Stay hydrated. Good morning, everybody. Mark, I'm here. KDJO. Thank you so much, my friend. Mark is saying, wave that booty, LFG. It wasn't actually a dump, believe it or not. It was just me oversleeping because I don't know, but that's the first time that's happened in a long time. But are you loading up before you are? My friend, I already have loaded up before you are. And look at and we have a weird situation today for the markets here. We have a very weird situation. I mean, we've seen this pattern a couple times. I'd say this is like the third time we've seen this in the recent past. But look at the markets go, man. They're down. They're kind of free falling here a little bit, right? High growth is up by and large. BioNano, obviously, it's underperforming on the day. That's what it does best, right? We underperform We underperform NNDM and Microvision. We don't perform as well as them. And but a high growth sector, luckily, it's doing well. It's doing very well. Mostly green. Almost everything is green. So hopefully, BioNano is going to do what we did yesterday. At least, well, not what we did at the end, but here 2 days ago, where we underperform at the start, and then we start to move on our own. And that's what I'm hoping for today. And let me go ahead and see where the level is of resistance where we need to break out of today. Okay, wow, looks like we're going to break out today maybe. Okay, so we need to hold above 605. Wow. So that's okay. So the descending level of resistance, and you may be wondering, Brandon, is that like a little inaccurate? No, it's pretty much exactly where you have to put it, right? It's got two perfect validations, and then another very nice one, and now it's kind of false breakouts left and right. However, this is where we want. This is where the line pretty much has to be. I would put it there at least. That's where we're going to put it there, and we need to close above 604 or 605 today to get a breakout above that, and that would be bullish. The price target of the descending wedge is 728. That is bullish. And yeah, so yeah, sorry for being late. I'm sorry for being late, man. Hopefully, I still cannot open the Discord. Let's see if it works now. I still cannot open the Discord. My laptop's having lots of problems. We have higher institutional ownership, and we have two tweets here. Nothing big with the tweets. We have they're just saying some presentations that are people that are going to be doing it, right? It's nothing. There's no point to even read those, right? Nothing big at all. 608 right now, almost in the green, flipping in between green and red. Oh, and we do have, this is, I should look at this. Do they have this on the news section? I think they do. Yes, this is something we should have looked at yesterday. I actually already read all this. For some reason, we didn't actually go over it in any video yesterday. But there is some good information here, and it's not really. Okay, it's mostly just shite. Their conclusion is absolutely shite here. This is an article. This was yesterday. You know what? You tell me if you want me to go there on that news on the article here talking about earnings, or stay on the chart. You tell me. I'll do whatever one gets more votes. What do you guys think? What are your prediction for the day? Are we gonna go green today? Freaking the inflation. Let me go to the matrix real quick and see what my notifications were. Hold on. U.S. consumer prices rose in June. Inflation also gains, and the markets are not. And high growth is going up after that. That's pretty awesome. 609 right now, just broke the previous high. Let's get our bullish and bearish. Okay, very bullish. What were we down pre-market and at the open, man? What did we hit? We probably hit 2% down there for a second. Did anyone buy the dip today? Anyone buy the dip? Buy a new PC? Psh, buy a new PC. Oh, man. Rolling a wake and bake. Brando needs some fuel for next run. Oh, man. Article first, then chart. All right, I agree. I think that's what we should do. All right, let's go to the article here. So they're saying, let's say, I just want to go to what their prediction. Okay, so their proven model does not conclusively predict an earnings beat for BIOL this time around. They think we're a hold, and this just tells me that they don't do their research. And let's see, do they even say anything else? Yeah, they say, because they say there's no, they have us as a hold. They don't have us as a buy. They don't have us as a 2 or a 1. If you've done your research on the earnings, if the consensus is still 3.5 million, which according to Earnings Whisper it is 3.55 million, we've got a high chance of beating earnings. Everybody agrees with that, even the bears, right? Everyone. I mean, it's very clear. And they're saying what the expenses are going to be. Okay, I don't think there's anything else that important in here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, no, not really. Not really. One cool thing is this right here, I guess. We already knew that, though. Never mind. Let's go back to the chart. Let's go back to the chart. That article was less important than I thought. Morning, Aaron, my friend. I almost gave up because I thought you didn't care anymore. What? Wait, what? Are you kidding me? You're joking, right? That breaks my heart. You're kidding me. My friend, you don't know what we've been through as a community with BNGO over. This is not the worst, my friend. We've been down to $4.30 before. This is nothing. I'm not giving up on BNGO. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be here probably. I mean, honestly, I'm probably gonna be here for years. Like, I don't know. Obviously, we're not gonna be able to do the same quantity of like live stream every day. That's not gonna be able to continue. But I'll still do streams every once in a while, and of course, couple videos a week on BNGO, if not every single day, maybe, right? Once school starts coming around, right? Once school starts, we're going to have to start decreasing the quantity, but I'll still be here, my friend. I'm not leaving you, my friend. They don't understand that Sapphire even works great together with other current technology. One of the posters from yesterday's shows that exactly. It works great as a complementary technology, yeah. Absolutely does. And let me go and see what I can see if I can find what you're talking about here. Okay, it looks like this. Yeah, complementary technologies, yes. Yeah, there are reviewing the workflow when integrating optogenome mapping and single nucleotide polymorphism microarray. That's interesting. Yeah, and that's one reason why the Sapphire is so good. You can use it if you're a cytogenetic lab and you just have very hyper-specific needs. You want to analyze some genomes, you want to get the large DNA mapped, or you want to know what's going on there. Greater than 500 base pairs, you can just do BioNano. But if you're like a full, I mean, if you're doing everything, a genetic lab, you're doing small base pairs up to hundreds and kilo base pairs and all those, and the large ones. Sapphire is easy to incorporate. It's a great complementary technology. It's amazing. And there's too many uses. Also, speaking of amazing, we're barcoding again. Yay, we're barcoding. Every day, unnatural price action, proof for manipulation. Maybe it's evidence. It's maybe evidence for manipulation. That's for sure. That's what I would say. We've got a 9K share buy wall at $6. I would like to close. Honestly, I mean, can we be honest with each other? It doesn't really matter it doesn't really matter where we go today, right? I mean, obviously we all want a green day, right? Green days just are way better, right? but at the end of the day, dude, we've got earnings next freaking week. We've got earnings in 3 trading days. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Morning, everyone. Also, fuck Amazon. Oh, man. Morning, there's a video from a person named Frunkla Investments this morning on BNGO. Great video explaining the Sapphire and how it can change the world. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that. It can change the world and it will. We already know why, right? I'm going to do, you know what? I feel like we should do more fundamental videos because obviously we cover the news every day and I give you rants left and right at random times about why we're going to change the world. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this weekend. I'm going to 100% going to do an earnings video and sometime soon we're going to do a video on why it is actually undervalued. I would still do the video even if earnings are going to kick ass and we're going to be going squeeze time and we're going to be at $10. We're still undervalued, and I will make that case. And that might seem a little bit crazy. Once you hear, I implore you to to hear me out before you say that stuff, because I think I've thought about this question for. I think about this all the time. I mean, that's like one. when I go out for a run, I'm always like, all right, is BNGO overvalued or undervalued? Are you right? What did you miss? I'm always thinking about this, and I finally kind of. I think I've kind of figured it out, but we'll see. You know, most people don't think like I do, so it doesn't matter what you think about the stock. It matters what most people think about the stock because that's how they're going to trade it, right? But anyways, long term, it does matter about the fundamentals. 606 right now, down about 0.5%. All right. Let's cover posters for people to understand better. Tell you what, guys, if you don't understand the Sapphire, you don't understand what it is. You know, I haven't done this plug in a while. We do have a 119-page document now on BioNano's due diligence. It's got, look on the left here, right? It's got every single, I mean, it's got financials. How does the Sapphire work? FDA approval, cancer, it's competition, right? It's got pretty much everything you need. That's linked in the description. The video is that's always gonna be linked in there. It's free. If you don't know about BioNano and you're a visual learner, there you go, man. There you go. If you're an auditory learner, the video's up for you as well. Please go take advantage of those playlists, man. The must know BNGO information and the Nano also playlist. Jeez, dude, those are so. If you don't know about BioNano, it's so easy for you to know what's going on if you just watch a couple of those. And I know I'm biased. I'm like, oh, watch my videos. It's true. I think they are. It's taken a lot of research to get those out, right? I guarantee you won't find another 119 pager on BNGO. So, and they're free, man. 606, anyways. You should be put in remedial classes if you don't understand. Oh man, who would put them there? What do you mean? I get what you mean though. When people, I get what you're kind of trying to say. I think when people tell me I'm too bullish, I tell them I'm too informed. There you go. That's a good quote right there. Happy Friday, everybody. I gotta go get some work done. See you on Monday. All right, Robert, my friend. I'll see you later. But that's how you start taking over the market. Don't leave. No, God, please. God. That reminds me of the, what's that movie? What was it, like Bird Apocalypse or whatever? The worst acting of all time? Oh, God, oh no. What does he say? I don't even remember what he says. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? If you start getting your noodle wet, the streams will die. Bro, I overslept. I was about, 40 minutes late, I think? Yeah, we're about 40 minutes late, but we're here now, and we've got a 13K share BIOL 604. And we actually, if we close the day like I said, if we close above this descending level of resistance, that'll be the first close we've got over this line here for literally the entire year. Actually, ever in history. That'll be the first time. We've never got a close above it. We've got a close right below it. We've got an open above it, and then we close below it, though. So it's like, yeah, it would be nice if we close above this. And this is, remember, descending wedge here. This actually is a bullish chart pattern, believe it or not. And the price target is way up at $7. And also, speaking of $7, let's see if I can open the Discord now. Nope, still can't. See, the laptop's still screwed up. But Thrash and I, we made a bet to go to see it. To basically, it goes like this: if BNGO hits $7, or no, if BNGO closes above $7. Any day next week, he will donate. He will do a $100 donation, and then, which I don't expect him to fulfill, but it's still fun. It's still fun to do the bets, right? It still makes it more interesting. And then my side is if BNGO doesn't close above $7 any day next week, I will have to write in the top here, Thrash was right, and leave that up for an entire day. You mean Bird Box? No, I think it was Bird Apocalypse. Bird Apocalypse, maybe? I don't know. I think it was. Why can't we just go up for at least 2 to 3 days? My friend, you shouldn't be worried about that. Brandon Yahoo has made an article saying Q2 report is on August 4th. Yes, it is. Yes, it is going to be August 4th. Yes. Yeah, August 4th is the earnings, my friend. Yeah. And I don't really think I don't think you should be worried about us not going up for at least 2 to 3 days. I don't think you should be worried about that because the reason is for a couple of reasons, right? Number one, we've got earnings next 2 days. Okay, I would not worry. And remember, you have to understand the stock price right now. I mean, straight up, we're just moving with high growth. Like we're not moving by ourselves. Whatever we're going up or down on the day, it lasts a month or two. But ever since the 910, 912, ever since we peaked there, ever since the downtrend started, we have been moving with high growth. That's it. That's as simple as it gets. And hopefully, and this is what everyone's hoping for. We'll see what happens here, but I'm thinking it's very likely that earnings is going to be the event that starts to set us apart. at least temporarily, right? At least if it's going to be good, it's going to temporarily send us up 10, 20%, and then we will continue to move with high growth. But we'll be way higher than Nan mentioned, right? We'll be at $7 or $8 when Nan mentioned is still in the sixes, right? Well, that's what we're hoping for. And even better, let's hope that would be the instigating event for like a CTXR kind of movement, right? Where we don't even care about the markets. And I also want to go over this right here while we're here. Okay, hey, Brandon, what are your thoughts on the likelihood of this scenario happening? Thanks. Just because we beat earnings next week doesn't necessarily mean we will skyrocket. I totally agree. It doesn't necessarily mean it's very, like, if we got a huge earnings beat, in my opinion, it's extremely likely that we will go up 10 to 20%, right? I don't know if that is what you define skyrocket as. It should be noted that many of these large funds shorting the stock can use that catalyst as a way to further test all of us retailers and our patience. If it dies after earnings beat, just hold people, yada yada. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is obviously, this is a scenario. Absolutely, I think this is a scenario. But there's been heavy shorting. If I remember correctly, the first earnings report or the quarter 4 earnings report, that one was that we had a huge short interest in that during that time as well, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, and I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's very likely that if we get a huge revenue beat, we're going to go up. So I'm not actually going to reply there to him, but yeah, I hope he's watching right now. Probably not, but that's what I would say. I think it's very I mean, there is a scenario where we get 4 million in revenue and we go up only 2%, I guess, right? Technically speaking, I think there's such a low chance because there's no reason, there's nothing that you can substantiate that synthesis by, you know. So I don't know. Isn't the CGC presentation start on Sunday? Yes. Starts on August 1st. So yes. Yeah, it does. Consolidating, I say we go $7. I say we go to $100. I'll do you one better, man. $200. Amazing. That's next week. I know. It is amazing. It absolutely is amazing. That's why it's so exciting right now. That's why it's so exciting. We've got earnings next week. What am I doing? I forgot where I was for a second. It's early. Hey, remember I woke up late today, so if I'm not as sharp as usual, that's why. All right, now these are the adoptions that we've had, and these are the numbers, and I'm gonna make plenty of videos. Hopefully, people are actually gonna watch them because we have earnings next week on earnings. I'm gonna at least make one video hopefully on earnings this weekend and talk about if I'm gonna make any revisions. I don't think I am. But I'm probably gonna make a new post talking about some new stuff maybe, and at least the quote from the paraphrase of the CEO, the summary. The summary I should say. Brandon, how much do you predict on earnings day? I think we're going to $7, man. That sounds crazy. It's like, whoa, Brandon, whoa, you're being bold. You're audacious as hell this morning, Brandon. What's wrong with you? Well, I'll tell you what, man. I've been saying earnings is gonna be good for the longest time. The longest time. Historically, earnings have been great. This quarter, we have even more reason to believe it's going to be great, and I want to see the company update us on what they're doing. I want them to not be. I don't necessarily expect this to change, but I would love if they could not be so secretive. Like, can they just tell us their plan with bypassing FDA approval if they're going to do it? Like, how are they going to get into large, widespread diagnostic use? Are they going to do the LDT and the reimbursement route? Or are they going to do that the approval route? Just tell us what to expect. What about the CLI lab, right? Why do they have a CLI lab? Why do they have the nano-nozzle patent last year? Just tell us it, man. I know they're not going to, but I wish they would. I really wish they would. All right. And yeah, I do think it's going to be good, but you have to understand, I think it's going to be good, but I could be wrong, right? It's just, we're dealing with percentage chances. We're dealing with likelihoods. We're dealing with possibilities and scenarios that we don't know what's going to happen for sure. We don't know which one's going to effectuate. This is you can see my base case is 4 million. My bull case is 4.4 million. My prediction I put in the Discord, if I had to just make one revenue prediction and not cases, I would put 3.8 or 3.7 million up to 4 million. That's what I'm projecting. That's what I think is likely. I think we're going to get relatively. I guess it's a relatively small beat. It's bigger than the last two beats that we've got, so I think we will go up if we get that. And it's also going to depend on the guidance and what they say. Obviously, right? If you've been in an earnings report before, you know a earnings call and saw the stock price react. It's sometimes we spike and dip based on what the CEO says and what management says to look for the future. I would love if they could give us some forward guidance. I don't expect that because they never have, and I don't think they ever will. Like concrete forward guidance, as in they give us numbers to expect for the next couple of years, or even quarters. Unlikely. So $7, that's it. What do you mean $7? That's it. We're at $6 right now. What do you want me to say? We're going at $100? I wish, my friend. I wish. I'm just messing with you, but it went up to nine a month or more ago for no reason. So the quarter two should hopefully give us minimum $8. Hopefully, it's hard to say, man. You have to understand. We had good news. The weirdest thing happened during this uptrend here. You have to understand, we had gotten killed. We needed to correct in the upwards direction here. I would argue we need to correct in the upwards direction right now as well, because we've got so many pieces of great news, right? The CLI lab has been confirmed, and we're getting no offerings. That's two pieces of news alone that should have pushed us higher, right? We haven't seen that. We haven't seen it at all. There's about 1,000 other things as well, like the PLA codes, the FDA approval, and the clinical diagnostics solution, if you will. But we got the CCO news right here. This gap right here, this day was because of the CCO news. We went up 22% because of the CCO. And then a week later, when we got a new CBO, nothing happened. It's like, what? That makes no sense. And you also have to know, during this uptrend, high growth went up a fair amount. Not a ton. It went up a fair amount, though. High growth's gotten killed since then. So it would be nice if high growth could help us, right? It would be nice if we get some help from high growth pushing us higher. And yeah, let's say we really do go to $8 or $7. Let's say we go to $7. $7 on earnings, right? Right there. That's a huge freaking candle, by the way. Look at that's freaking 20% day or 15% day at least. If high growth continues going up, yeah, we're going to continue that momentum. Absolutely. We will probably test 912, and we will be out of this descending level of resistance. We'll have a nice price target. We'll have the news. We'll have the momentum. They will, and we have a high short interest as well. The short squeeze and the gamma squeeze are both on the table with an earnings or not earnings, and options expiration on the. You got a batch of options expiring on the 20th of August. That's like 15 days after earnings. Okay, 16 days. So you've got a lot of ingredients here for a very nice run after earnings if they're gonna do something good. if it's gonna be good, if they're gonna do something that's good for the shareholders. We'll see if they want to be nice to their investors or not, right? We'll see what the numbers are. We'll see what they say about the future, if they say anything, right? I hope it's not the usual thing where they say, Sapphire, we're going to get the global adoption. It's better than everything else. Like, Joe, just give me some CLI lab news. Tell me something about your new... Tell me something about what you think for the new adoptions. Are you in talks with new businesses? What do they expect? How do they expect the Sapphire adoption to go? How about this? Why don't they give me a number for Sapphire installations by 2025? That would be beautiful. All right. It was a 50-cent stock less than a year ago. We have made huge moves. I want BNGO to back at all-time highs, 15 plus, don't we all? I do. It can go to $9, but I like to keep it somewhere in the middle. That's when I'll be happy. Still better for not selling at 15 to watch it hit 430. Yeah. Hi guys, just a rookie here. If we go up 100% of stock, what does it mean for the calls? Will be the same position or more? It'll be more. Calls are more. Think of it this way: calls are more volatile in both directions. They go up more and they go down more. So they outperform and underperform. Yeah, they outperform on green days, underperform on red days. Not always, actually, right? Look at this. But generally, yes. Look at this right here, right? My call is up. However, BNGO is down, right? That's because the long-term ones are sometimes a little wacky in their delay. But, yeah. Also, look at freaking UVXY today. This thing was so crazy. Do you guys see this thing in the after hours? Dude, this thing was skyrocketing in the after hours. This thing was down like 4% a day, and in the after hours it was up like 4% or 5%, man. It's insane. It's absolutely crazy. Now it's only up 2%. 606 right now. Absolutely barcode. Very, very weird price action today, I must say. Their competitors are listening to keep us in the dark. Unless they're going to say something that's actually going to give their competitors some sort of advantage or some sort of something, some benefit. Unless that's happening, let us know. Let us know. UVXY was up 8% pre-market. Was it? No, it wasn't. No, because 29. Oh, wait. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, right when it opened. Yeah, this is the pre-market right here. Yeah, this is 7:30 and then this is 7:29. Yeah, you're right. This was 4% right here. And then this must have been, yeah, like you say, 8%, 6%, something like that. Yeah, you're right. Let me go back here. 607. Any estimate when we might see 720s? I say we're going to see it next week. I think it's more likely that we see 720s and maybe even $8. I don't want to say $8 because that's maybe a little too bullish, and I don't like giving like super bold predictions on here. I try to give you my honest opinion, while also at the same time not getting newbies to just go YOLO in. Right? So I define balance. I tried to do, but dude, I think earnings are going to be good. I think the price is going to react well. I could be way off. I think it's very likely that happens. So it's not for sure. It's not for sure, right? I have been right on my last 2 earnings predictions. That does not mean I'm going to be right on this one. On the 8th, my shares will start to mature. 3,599 purchase in the month of August. All right, cool. Real weird. Yeah, it was real weird. Anyone know what day we will find out the true to an ownership 13Fs? So basically with 13Fs, essentially these guys, we will never know. We will never be up to date perfectly. But every single transaction for the 13Fs, and this is, I don't think this rule actually applies to NPs, but for 13Fs, this is the rule to my understanding. Basically, 45 days after the quarter of the transaction, 45 days after that is the deadline for them to file their 13F. And I've actually seen a couple exceptions to this. I don't know why. There are a couple exceptions maybe, but generally that is the rule, right? So 45 days after the current transaction quarter ends, that's your deadline. 45 days after that ending. So we're never going to. So basically, ape language, if you didn't understand that, these guys have forever to file it. That's why we see so many times we get into filing, it's like, oh my gosh, 7 million shares. Or that, well, you got to look. Whatever, okay, that's not a good example. This one right here, right? This one's like, wow, okay, that's like almost 1 million shares added right there, 41% change. If you look at it, it's probably months ago when the transaction actually was. It's still good to see it, but you know, you got to take that, you got to understand when the transaction date was. They could have sold out already, right? Oh, thank you, Mo. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Gosh, dang, I'm yawning a lot. I got so much sleep as well. I did wake up in the middle of the night though. That usually doesn't happen. Maybe that's why I'm tired. I was so surprised when I looked at my phone this morning. Right when I woke up, I was like, "Whoa, it's 9 o'clock! What the hell?" Whoa! And then I looked at my notifications, and it made it sound like a market crash. I was like, "Oh, market crash!" I was like, "Oh, fuck!" I was like, "Dang it!" Because it was saying You know how mainstream media does it, right? They make everything sound way worse than it actually is. And then I looked at the stocks, and they were actually mostly up. I was like, "Oh, that's all right. I'll take that." What was her name? Oh man, I already told you guys I don't get girls. I'm not a ladies' man. I already told you guys this. You guys are too damn funny though. Rally by lunchtime. Dude, it just depends on high growth. I'm telling you. Whatever high growth does, we're gonna do it. But it doesn't really matter. It's kind of funny and ironic that we're actually streaming this day to day here, because it doesn't matter where we go. It doesn't matter where we go short term here. At the end of the day, next week, August 4th, I want to see you all there. Actually, matter of fact, let's just do a quick plug. And I usually don't do quick plugs. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do this though, because I want everybody that's new here, go set your damn reminder for this stream, please. That is the one video. If you're gonna watch one of my videos and have to put up with my big ass forehead, that is the one. That is when we will go up 10 to 20%, in my opinion. There's a very high chance of that in my mind. I think so. I could be wrong. Please don't get super mad at me if earnings is okay. I don't think it's gonna. I think it's like a 1% chance of it being horrible. I don't even think there's that. I don't think there's any chance of us doing really bad. I mean, technically it's possible, right? But they already said they're comfortable. So I think there's a very high upside and very low and very high floor, if that makes sense, for earnings. And that is the earnings stream. August 4th. The earnings is starting at 3:30 Central Time, 4:30 Eastern Time, 30 minutes after the market close. However, we're going to start that stream a little bit earlier so I can get everybody on the same page and make sure I give everybody the Waffle House girl. Oh gosh, that's too funny. Oh, but what was I saying? What was I saying? So I can tell everybody the proper risks and everything, and get all the YOLOers that are just YOLO in, man, YOLO calls, FDs, bro. You know, all the Wall Street bets, so I can tell them, hey, this is not guaranteed run up. I think it's gonna be well, but I could be wrong. You know, give them the spiel. You know, so. All right. When do you think the sector rotation will fly back to growth stocks? I think it's coming. I think it's coming, and the reason why is because people sleep on these high growth stocks. They write them off too quickly. And most of the people who do these high growth stocks, there's a lot of people that are newbies doing them, inflating them, sure. But the fact is, we've gotten absolutely annihilated since February 16th, and a lot of these stocks, most of them actually, have got fundamentally exponentially better, or at least significantly better, and they're still at like a 70% discount from February 16th. It's egregious. It's absolutely insane, and there's heavy shorting going on in a lot of these stocks. The markets is where, here, let me show you what stocks have been doing well. Well, let's see if I can find. I don't even look at these stocks ever. These are the kind of stocks that are doing well, though. Apple, Facebook, Twitter. Not necessarily these three, but those big cap stocks, the ones that move the markets. These are the stocks that are doing well recently, and the high growth has not done. High growth has not done well. The markets have been doing well. High growth is no. High growth has been doing awful. And look at the damn price action today. This is more boring than usual. I mean, we're straight up just going sideways here. As I say that, we broke with the previous low there. Nice. 605. The hedgies would not have bailed halfway through a rotation. I think they are scaring everyone out of shares to buy back into push prices in August. End of August should be end of that rotation. Wow, that's bullish. I hope you're right. Back into high growth, I'm assuming. Hope you're right there. Growth stocks are the only that aren't overpriced right now. Yeah, that's a good point, isn't it? That high growth stocks are the only ones that are not overvalued right now. That's a good. Yeah, that's a good. That's interesting. Yeah. See what Bitcoin's doing today. Nothing. 604. 604. Typical Brandon, boring day, and BNGO drops. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Quintessential day for a quintessential boring day for BNGO. It's not that boring, though, because we had a little bit of shaking up earlier, right? I was late. What did you guys think? Let me ask you this. What did you guys think? Where did you guys think I was when I wasn't here on the streams and there was no trace of me? Do you think I died? Vanished? No trace of me. What did I do? So you don't own any stocks on any other trading platforms? Technically, I do. I own a couple shares of BIOL on Robinhood, and that's it. Yeah, that was because the free Robinhood gave me the free money or free stock. Yeah, when I signed up. Yeah. It's a Friday in the summer. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Hungover with a bad beach. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, you guys are too damn funny. It's too damn funny. I hate Robinhood. Me too. I hate Robinhood as well. Good thing about BNGO, you will be streaming for a long time before this thing ever gets back to $14. Maybe. I hope not, but maybe. It might be end of year. It might be even after that when we get 14 again. And no one knows the future, but I think $10 and $10 is very likely end of year. $15 is pretty likely end of year. That's what I'll say. Yeah, I think that's true. I was about to call the police, was worried. Oh, I'm late too. What's up, Ray? What's up, my friend? How you doing, my friend? Good morning. Right, money are flowing into value stocks right now. Yes. Hopefully with Amazon missing expectations, some money will flow back into growth. Do you guys see what's going on with Pinterest? Holy crap. Didn't they get an earnings beat? If I'm right, didn't they get an earnings beat? Or was it a miss? Somebody tell me what's going on with Pinterest, man. Holy shite. I'm using Robinhood. Is it bad? I'm using that app for investment. You know, it's fine. It's whatever you like is the best for you. You know, it's fine if you're used to it. It's fine. But I'll tell you this. Robinhood is probably one of the worst brokers, and I say that for a couple reasons. It's it does the job. If you can make money with it, it does the job. But you've seen proof for manipulation. But above that, you don't get any information. There's no on Robinhood. It does the best job at making sure you are as uninformed as possible because there's no information about the stocks. If you look on Webull here, You've got the options. You've got the new. You can even make your own damn note here. I've never even done that before, right? I mean, okay, Robbie is stupid, right? Save. Okay, boom, there you go. All right, Robinhood can't do any of this. You got your financials, man. You got your analysts. You got your order. You got your profile. You got a short interest. Everything. Robinhood doesn't have any of this. Anyways, yeah, there is a free link. There is a link to Webull if you want it. Don't. That is an affiliate link. I do make a commission at no extra cost to you if you use my link, but it is free money literally if you use the link. But that is linked in the description. 608 right now. And that is what I use. Webull is the one I use. This is the best broker that I found. I've used Charles Schwab. I tried to find the other brokers that are apparently really good. Didn't like it at all. Webull it's simple. Yeah, it's very simple to me. Yeah, it's got all the information you need. It's got all the indicators. It's got all the news. Whatever. This isn't a Webull advertisement. Let's stop talking about Webull. All right, they're losing their U.S. customers. Yeah, Robinhood is gonna. Dude, did Robinhood IPO? Yeah, I think they did. Let me add this to my freaking... I want to see how much these guys tank. Robinhood Markets, is that it? Let's add this to... they're not a good company. I can't add it to that watch list. I don't know. Let's just do it there. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, these guys are gonna get killed in the long term unless they change what they're doing. They're gonna get killed. Whatever. They're fine. Hey, they're fine. If you like them, they're fine. 605 down about a little bit over 1.5%. I was thinking of Pinterest. All right. Bad earnings. Okay, it was bad earnings. Okay, gotcha. Didn't think you would make it. Did you stream market close yesterday? I like Robinhood better. Instant deposits. Webull got to wait 1 week. Webull, I use 4 charts and everything else. Well, the thing is, if you use a margin account on Webull, it's instant. You just have to wait for it to settle if you're a cash account, which I don't recommend. Cash accounts are for pussies. No, I'm kidding. Cash accounts are fine if that's what you. Cash accounts are fine if that's what you got. They're fine. They don't have 24/7 support. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you have a problem, well, I guess support sometimes can be helping you, but it's quicker to honestly. If you have a problem with like finding like some sort of problem with your account, it's better to just ask like a live stream community like us or some investment community than support because it's gonna be quicker. But I get what you mean. Some problems you have to have them. 603 right now just broke the previous low down about 1%. That's kind of painful. And we are dealing with high growth right now. It looks like. Yep. Look at AMC Go. Completely different chart than everyone else. Yeah, everyone's kind of cooling down right now. It looks like Tattoo Chef, Stim, Virgin, Meta Materials, Woof, everybody, Microvision, Nanovision. Not really Nanovision though. Everything's kind of cooling down here. Bleeding a little bit. What's current short percentage? Well, I actually can't tell you because I can't actually open Discord unless it's gonna work now because my laptop. I'm gonna restart the computer after this. Hopefully it's gonna get the head out of the arse. But I can't tell you. I can't tell you because I can't open Discord. Oh man. All right, how much do they charge in Webull? Thinking of opening another account? They don't charge anything. That's what's so good. That's another thing. They don't charge anything. There's no extra fees. There's no extra commission. The only thing that they do, if anything, is when you actually put in an order for, at the ask or the bid or whatever it is, they like every other broker in existence, they get a couple extra cents through that transaction there. Apparently, I don't even know 100% of that. Sure, that's just the word that goes around always. So, but no, besides that, Webull will cost you less than any other broker, right? Or the same amount, right? Because it's completely free. Anyways. All right. Do you think we would get a short squeeze after earnings? I think there is a chance. I don't think there's a super high chance because we would have to. I really think we would have to kill. I think we'd have to blow it out of the park. Absolutely. Sporadic movement right there. We went up about 2 cents right there, which is what I consider sporadic because usually we only get 1 cent at a time, which sucks. But it is what it is. A lot of buy orders coming in. Yeah, Robinhood does suck, bro. Robinhood does suck. Sleeping, yeah, I slept in late. Base positive, my friend. Welcome in. I slept late. I woke up and I looked at my phone. I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn it. And then I looked at my notifications. It was like consumer price index. Consumer prices surge in June. Inflation surges or whatever. I was like, oh Yeah, what's going on? My people are gonna think I'm skipping, but yeah, I woke up late. I woke up and then with the stream started 40 minutes late. 40 minutes late. I think there's a chance for short squeeze after earnings. It's gonna have to be a nice beat though. It's gonna have to be 500,000 probably minimum in a beat. Yeah. Weeble, Robinhood. Weeble's better. Free link for free stocks in the description. You do get free money, by the way. It is legit. You do get actually like free $20 or $40. I forgot. I think they might have changed it, but yeah, you do get like a free $20 if you use my link. I'm serious. Okay, I know, but I do get a free stock as well. But at no extra cost to you. You do get straight up free money if you use the Weeble link and you actually go through it. All right, and the news today is that we got a couple new filings. We got institutions loading up. Institutional ownership kind of skyrocketed, I would consider, right? Went up about 0.25%, which is actually a lot more than you think. We're talking about millions of dollars here. 719,000 shares added recently. This one was not really recently, right? May 31st. Still, you like to see it. And these guys, they added about 30,000 shares about 30 days ago. So you like to see it. It's good to see, right? It's not, you guys know my thing with institutional ownership, right? They miss stuff all the time, but still, it's still better than them selling out, I would say, especially given that this stock is so paranoid. This stock is so paranoid sometimes. Vanguard has the best buying power and get the best pricing available. However, the platform is hard to use and not very trade friendly, meaning buying and selling is not fast. Ooh, not very fast. The orders don't fill. See, another great thing about Weeble is that the orders fill instantly, man. They are literally instant fills if they're at your price 9 out of 10 times. Sometimes there's liquidity problems, but that's not actually Weeble's fault because it's probably a low volume stock that you're actually trading if you're not getting your orders filled. So yeah, I mean, you guys know. Okay, I've used this. You guys know I've used this for freaking months, and it's so you guys have seen the orders. They go through instantly, right? Tell 1 million people to open a Weeble account so he can get 20 million and put it in BNGO. That should move the stock up. I know it would. I will do that. I will do that. I will do. I tell you what. I'll tell you what. When I look at the Weeble, if anyone's used my link and if anyone's used my account, and if I get any free stocks, I will add all the share amounts that I get, and I will add all the. I'll basically add the amount of dollars, the value of the free stocks that I got, right? If that makes sense. I'll do that. No, the order fills perfectly on Vanguard, but how it's set up takes more time to punch in the trades. Interesting. With the Cancer Consortium starting on Sunday, I feel the shorts are playing. The shorts, they're playing a fire. They're playing with fire. Yes, they are. The shorts don't understand how much risk they're taking there because I don't know if they. I think they're stupid. I mean, unless you know something that we don't. Earnings has a good chance of doing what it did last time if we're going to get the same proportion of a beat as we did last time, right? What's going on with skills over here? That's catching my eye. Hold on. Okay, they're going up 4% for no reason. I thought they were going up for earnings. Anyways, yeah, the shorts are taking a lot of risk. They're taking a lot of risk. And I don't think a lot of them realize how much it is. Because if we do go up 20% here, who's to say it's going to stop then? The last earnings report that we got beat on, that was before we went up 100% in less than a month. So I don't know what the hell these guys are thinking, right? Imagine if the nano were to drop. Imagine if institutions were to start saying, hey, the Sapphire is good. It's got a whole market. It started loading the boat. That can happen any fucking time. COI lab confirmation, commercialization of the nanopore nanochip device, right? The nano that would be amazing. They could talk about that in earnings. There's 1,000 things. Forward guidance. Any of these things could be exactly what we need. You pair the management, the actual earnings call going well, like very well, with a pretty good revenue beat, which is totally possible. And that's okay. That's the recipe you need. Short start covering. August 20th is the next batch of options expiring. You get a gamma squeeze opportunity the next couple weeks after the earnings if they're not going to cover. Or if a lot of them are not going to cover, right? So yeah. Have you seen the video Dale posted this morning? No, I didn't. What did he say? Should I see it? Is it good? If it goes to $7 after earnings, probably the same night in after hours trading, then how fast until the shorts attack bring it back to 6? Yeah, okay. So I don't think that's going to happen because on earning, yeah, that's possible that we go up a ton, like go up to $7 and then the shorts freaking attack. Yes, it's possible. Last earnings, we didn't have that, right? We had the exact opposite, actually. We went up 10% after hours, and then the next day we went up 22%. We closed up 22%. That's more likely, in my opinion. And the reason is because earnings is not something. Earnings is the only thing historically that the stock actually cares about. It's totally possible that the shorts will pounce, like just absolutely take a ton of short positions once we get if we get at $7 or $8. Totally possible. What's more likely is FOMO and greed and shorts covering and gamma squeeze action, in my opinion. Right? These things are more probable. They're more auspicious. There's a higher likelihood of these things happening, in my opinion. We'll see. We'll see what happens, though. All right. It's someone interviewing a scientist and his perspective of working with the sapphire in the field. I thought was really good. Oh, is that the old news? Why is everybody talking about the old? Is that the no? That's great that he covered that. I'm glad. But is that the Alex Hoiston, whatever? This guy here. Well, I won't show you, but I'm assuming it's Alex Hoiston, that podcast. I still haven't listened to that because it's just the same old thing, and I already read the article, so I already know what he thinks. So it's like, yeah. I'm assuming that's the news that we got about 8 days ago, or actually we got about 15 days ago, actually. Yeah, or maybe 20. Yeah. That's totally cool, though. Oh, I think we're going to end the stream here pretty soon because the price action is boring. We're down about 1%, 603. We're straight up just barcoding within this range. It's very annoying price action. High growth is doing the same as that thing, right? High growth slowly going down, I guess. Look at MicroVision's chart. That's kind of ugly. Hit 1430. Now you're hitting 13. Ugh. That's painful. That's painful. And BioNano is just staying in the same range. I say we end the stream here pretty soon. 603. Last minute questions. Let's do last minute. There's no news. I can't even open the damn Discord. I can't even open the Discord. It doesn't even work. My laptop is not working. Isn't it funny that that the stream runs smoothly, but I can't even open an app? That's funny. I'm hoping that institutions are just waiting on earnings to see if the sales are back up the promising product. Yeah, we've seen that the last 2 quarters, but I'm hoping that as well. Need to get her out of the closet. God damn it, Jay. You're too damn funny. You're too damn funny. All right. All right, we're out of here, man. To recap the news today, and as I say, the irony, of course, right when I want to leave, we plummet, of course. But we're doing the filings. We got these today. Hundreds of thousands of shares added recently, just filed. That was the news. And then we got this earnings. There's not actually, I shouldn't even have gone over this. There's nothing in here. We've got a couple new tweets, and then we've got that, and then we got the patent, which I guess if I refresh this, is this not going to be here? Let's see. Okay, no, it's still here. Apparently the link didn't work for this anymore. Apparently this is actually not as big as we thought it was, but I still do think I'd still do everything I said yesterday on this was still true. Is still true, I believe. But anyways, all right. There's never a dull moment in this stream. Oh man. Then after all the presentations, a bunch of other whales are sold on the potential BNGO. I expect constant growth after next week for the rest of the year. Next week for the rest of the year? Oh, that would be nice. To fix Discord, just close it through Task Manager or bottom right corner of screen. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you fixed it. David, oh, thank you. Legendary. Thank you. You're smarter than me. It's having some problems. Let's just leave it. Oh, are we good? Okay, good. We're good. Let's go. All right, let's see if there's any news here that we're missing. Okay, no. Okay, short interest, nothing crazy there. And let's see if there's any. Is there any news that I missed here? Right, there's that they were talking about. Okay, so there's nothing. Okay, so we did all that for nothing, basically. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Oh, man. Oh, what is this? Our system's recommendation today is to stay short. The previous short signal was issued on 7/23. Damn. Wow. They're bearish on us. They don't take into consideration we've got an earnings report, do they? That's going to be their demise. Their demise will be derived from earnings coming in. They don't take that into consideration, do they? All right, man. Thank y'all so much. And now, wow. I feel like I shouldn't end it though. We're literally free falling right when I try to end the stream. I feel like we shouldn't end this. Damn it. Remember, it does not matter if we close the day at $6 or $5.50 or $4 or $8. Earnings will determine our value, in my opinion. That's what I think is going to happen. Only reason we're down 1.5% today is because high growth. We're underperforming high growth, and high growth's having kind of a slow day. NAND Emission, Microvision, they're both red. Most things are red in high growth now. Looks like. 15 minutes more. $20,000 shares is bought $6. I'll tell you what, we'll do 5 minutes more. We'll compromise and do 5 minutes more. Yeah. 5.99 just broke the previous low here. And it's funny that we're always underperforming this shit, because we are the only ones, and I say this is a very, very worn out talking point, but it's so damn true, because we always get better news than these guys, yet we still often outperform, or not outperform, sorry, underperform. It's very interesting. It's very interesting because it makes no goddamn sense. Let's see what the markets are up to. I'm guessing they're going down with us. Yeah, not really. Not really. No. Looks like this is a high growth exclusive. And UVXY is still doing well. I should have bought the dip here right when I woke up. Right when I woke up, I could have bought the dip here. Damn. There we go. Just broke 598 now. Dang it. It's so trite for me to worry about that short-term stop price, though. It really is. It really is, because it doesn't. I really believe that it doesn't matter whether we close here or even here. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters at all. If we're at 580 before earnings and it's kick ass, we're gonna go to $7 all the same. And if we're at $8 right, or if we're at 630 and we get a huge earnings, we're gonna go to $8 just the same. I don't think it's gonna matter that much the where we end up after earnings. Because it's not going to matter so much where we are before earnings. It's just going to matter what the earnings are, I think. You know, I could be. No one knows for sure, right? It's impossible to know because those contingencies are all hypothetical, right? What if we didn't? What if we were not at $6 before earnings? What if we were at $4? Would we go up the same amount? No one knows. But it's probably fair to say that it's not going to be a huge difference, I would say. Yeah. So let me go ahead and pull the short enders here. Still looking at about 16% of the float. Come on, 570. I want another 1K. Did anyone add during the pre-market today? Is anyone going to add if we hit? I'll tell you what, let me ask you this, guys. When are you going to add shares if we dip? For me, jeez, I don't even know. I've already added so many shares. Let me go ahead and get my account up here. I don't even know when I've already added so many shares before earnings. I'm ready for earnings to be kick ass. But, man, I don't know. I'll probably tell you what, if we go down to 570 like you're saying, or even if we go down to my cost average, I might have to add shares. $2. You like Thresh, right? Thresh wants it to go down to 150 end of year. I have an average of 63 cents. I don't want to average up. Don't worry about it. Hey, my friend, I'm sure you know this already. If you got in at 63 cents, congratulations. That's awesome. I'm sure you know what you're doing. But don't make sure you realize the value of your margins, of how high your position is up, and how much money you make. Because at the end of the day, we all just want to make as much money as possible. The percentage, don't let that affect your decision making on adding on the dips. But I understand if you don't want to add, right, because you think it's a lot of risk. But if you're not adding just because that the reason we were talking about, you know, I hope that makes sense. I'm waiting till the $4 range. Wow, really, Jason Ward? Really? You think earnings are gonna suck ass? Have too many shares, otherwise I would average up. I think max pain is 3 to 4. I don't think we're gonna see $4 or $5 or low fives again. Even if the markets do crash, if this earnings are going to be good, I don't think we're going to see it. I mean, I guess we could see low fives again if the markets do, if high growth gets killed again, which certainly could happen. We could. I don't know if it's that likely. Jason getting ready for World War III. Yeah, he is. $4 range. Man, It's crazy to think that we may hit $4 again, even though we've only got amazing news about the company. And we've got an earnings beat, and we're probably about to get another earnings beat. Or revenue beat, right? Earnings beat doesn't really matter if it's an EPS match or miss or beat, as long as it's around where it was expected. The revenue is actually what everybody's watching. At least that's what I care about. You also said we wouldn't see 6 again. Do you mean when I said it's likely that we're not going to see 6s again after we get earnings because we're going to go to 7? We could still see it. I didn't mean like permanently. Technically speaking, if the market crashes and high growth gets killed, which is not very likely, but if it does happen, we can go down a very significant amount. I'm not counting on that happening though. What I am expecting is earnings to be good. We go to $7, and hopefully it's going to be. And you know, I don't really know. I mean, it's going to after that. It mostly just depends on high growth. But I'm hoping we get our momentum and get our FOMO coming in, and it's kind of similar to what happened last time. We've got a high short interest. We've got the Cancer Genomics Consortium. We've got a ton of catalysts happening. Hopefully, this is going to affect the stock price in a good way, and that's what I think is going to happen in these next few weeks. Next week especially, right? Next week is the week. And Medicare, right? We got the Medicare thing going on as well, which I haven't actually heard anything about, which is very peculiar. Hit my goal number of shares, and my buying power isn't in yet, 570-ish. I'd love to see $4 again. That's the right mindset. That is the right mindset. Yeah. And let me be clear, okay? We can go, earnings can send us up to, revenue B can send us up to $7 or $8 or even $10. And there is a potential scenario of us even seeing $4 again. Technically, I think that's very low likelihood. I don't even want to say that. It's very low likelihood in my opinion. But markets crashing and high growth getting absolutely fucking obliterated, that makes it possible. It makes it possible, unfortunately. And that's why I always have to say, and I need to say this more, everybody who's a BNGO shareholder, or at least most people, should have some buying power or have some UVXY or a fear index to hedge against the markets, right? This is how, okay, you guys always wonder, right, Brandon, you're a bear. Why are you having so much of your portfolio in BNGO if you're a bear? This is why. I'm going to make a ton of money on the market crash or the market correction on UVXY. At least that's what I'm going to try to do, right? That's what I'm going to be attempting to do. And all those profits are thrown right into BNGO. And along with all my buying power, if we are going to have a market correction, if that's going to happen this year or next year, whenever it is, it's going to happen. It's going to happen one of these times. One of these weeks, it's going to start, and BNGO high growth is going to get killed. But I don't think that's going to. There's no telling if that's going to be this year, next year, or even. I mean, there's no tell. I mean, it'll probably happen this year. It'll probably be one more correction before this year, most likely. With the markets going up as high as they went, but I'm still very bullish on the company for BNGO. Let me put it to you this way: we would be at. We would probably be over the next few years here. I think we would outperform if we didn't have any correlation to the markets. That's how much I think the company's gonna do as far as fundamental increases. I think the market is gonna we're gonna outperform the market because of the company's revenue and catalysts and news. Short term, it's hard to say, right? 601 right now, by the way, got some sporadic movement there for once. We're probably about to just go back to barcoding, but yep, like I said, 1 cent up, 1 cent down after we get a little bit of sporadic movement. $7. I know I'm kind of being vague here. I'm sorry, but there's so many damn possibilities. I can't say. Unfortunately, I just can't say we're going to go to 7 for sure and then stay there, and then we're going to dip to 6, and then we're going to go to 10. I can't say it because I just don't fucking know. No one knows what the market's going to do. I think earnings are going to be good. That's what I think. That's what I'll leave you with. You know what? That's what I'll leave you with. All right. I believe in the company. Power hour today, Rockets. I believe in the company as well. I think Rockets are more going to be next week, Wednesday, though. But yeah. If I were CEO, the stock drops, I would do stock repurchase program. They have an extra $260 million in cash, and they don't have plans for which was raised in that second offering. Maybe they do, and we don't know about it though, Jay. That's what's so interesting. What are they doing behind the scenes? Are they trying to produce the nanos? Are they getting FDA approval evidence? How much do those 5 large clinical studies cost? The CLI lab? What about the lineage and expansion? What about all the innovations in the Sapphire they're trying to do? Right, they're trying to do a ton of things with the Sapphire. What about the Sapphire 2.0? Maybe they just wanted the cash so they could be safe and make sure that they're going to be afloat as a company for the next 2 decades, right? Maybe they're not going to do anything huge with the cash in the next few years. I don't know. But I hear you, Jay. I hear you. A stock buyback program. Yes, that would be something that I do think would be nice. Yes, probably. All right, man, we're getting out of here. We're getting out of here. This is we're getting out of here. This is just barcoding. We will come back for the market close if my Wi-Fi is working. Right, my Wi-Fi just stopped. I have Ethernet. Right, I literally have the Ethernet, and my router it stopped working. It stopped working for like 5 hours yesterday. That's why the video came out so late yesterday. If the Wi-Fi is working, we will be on for market close. But if not, we're gonna be screwed. But I think it's good now. I think we fixed it. But anyways, with that being said, no. With that being said, thank y'all so much, man. This is not financial advice. The CEO said they had discussions about doing that offering, and it sounded like they just did it for a just-in-case scenario. Yeah, maybe I could, and that's not necessarily a horrible thing. That makes me feel better about the 10-year outlook of their cash position. They're going to be more safe to do what they want in 10 years from now with the huge cash they got now. Extra cash, extra security, yet bears still think we're offering LMAO. I know. I don't think the offerings were necessarily a horrible thing, right? You can make the argument for they're going to be good or bad in the long term. I would probably argue they're going to be good because they're going to put that money to good use. I do think they're going to do. I think the company really does want, regardless of whether the company is truly going to have our best interests as shareholders short term. No one knows exactly, right? No one knows what they're doing, what they're putting their money to the last quarter, right? What we do know, or at least what I think I know, is that the company does truly want the goal to be effectuated, which is global Sapphire adoption. So long term, they do want their company to be, whether they don't think this explicitly, they do want to be making billions in revenue and have the stock trade at way higher values. That's what they do want. And also they're incentivized by the freaking options they got. So I do believe a lot of them, they're going to be working their asses off for us, I think. It's going to be bad because the extra 80 million in dilution, otherwise the stock would be much higher right now. Yes, dilution does have a small effect, yes. Or I shouldn't say a small effect, but yes, it does have an effect, yes. Is it worth it because the cash that we got? That's yet to be seen. What are they going to use their damn cash for, right? We want to know. That's why the secretive nature of the company is. That's where it gets entered. That's where the mysteries come in, right? You got the FDA approval mystery, you got the CLI lab, you got the nanonozzle mystery, and then you got the acquisition mystery, and the cash mystery. Like, what are they going to use the cash for? We always have news with company. Don't focus on the market. Shorters focus on that. We are long term. Yes, exactly, precisely. And with that being said, we're going to get out of here, man. Thank y'all so much. Here's a portfolio up 1% on BNGO, literally. And with that being said, man, thank you so much. It's not financial advice. I will see y'all later. I'll see y'all in the market close stream if the Wi-Fi works today. All right. I will see y'all in the next one.